3 spiritual laws how to attract abundance and just follow through to abundance into your life. And those spiritual laws I extracted from this wonderful card, from the symbolism of this card, the 5 of Pentacles. From one perspective, it can be like, Julia, how in the whole world it is possible to see any kind of wealth codes through the 5 of Pentacles? Well, it depends on which angle you are looking at it, and there are so many possibilities to actually derive lessons from the ancient wisdom of these cards. So let's get started. My name is Julia. I've been in tarot world for 10 plus years, and I'm here to really unveil all the secrets which are hidden into these cards. So if you love my channel, subscribe to it. I go live literally here and there, and I unveil these secrets which are hidden into this wonderful Rider-Waite deck. So let's get started. If we look attentively at this card, we will see immediately that that's a card of hardships, right? We are going here through the winter period. It starts reminding, like, on some level that we are approaching this period into this world. But guess what? The main thing which we see here is the divine timing law. It's the law of divine timing. When we are in divine timing, when we go to the space of divine timing, we are jumping from the periphery to the center. We are literally jumping to that centeredness, okay? Everything stops in winter. Absolutely everything stops in winter, and this card is reminding us about it exactly, meaning that, hey, you need just to stop, reflect, and this is the main law which you want to just learn through the period of any kind of disturbances which only seem to be. The disturbances, they are on the periphery, they are in any other season like summer, spring, autumn, but in winter everything dies. In winter everything stops. In winter we actually can sit and reflect in our houses. That's what's happening. Okay, so that's the moment when we want to sit, reflect, and understand what do we do next. And humanity generationally here was going through many winter periods like this, and we are approaching one quite soon. So this card is actually helping us to understand that following that law of divine timing will always help us to build the prosperity in our lives. Meaning, in every season, we do the right thing. In the winter, what do? We really don't plant any seeds. We recollected all the seeds from autumn. We recollected all these harvest, and now we consume it during winter and we share it with others. Much more mature representation of this card, by the way, is the card of 6 of Pentacles, when you overcome the limitations of the 5 of Pentacles, when you just consume yourself, everything, you start sharing, okay? You start sharing these things all around. This is a much more mature card. That's why it has actually even that number 6 numerologically. It is like that invitation to more stability into your life, because even if you have a lot, but you have nobody to share it with, it doesn't feel right, right? So, and there is something about this. So the law of divine timing is really expressed in here. And many of you probably can relate to that sometimes, hey, I want to start something in my life, but you know, I just feel like I need to jump into that divine timing. And I hear it again and again from many. I am waiting for that divine timing. In fact, you are waiting to be centered, because divine timing is in the center. It's not on the periphery. And that's okay. Take your time, okay? Do not rush into it. The worst thing when you want to rush, especially in today's time of chaos, when you rush together with absolutely everyone and everything, you become like that beggar on crunches, right? You become like that beggar or that lame person, right? So you don't want to be that way. So really pay attention to this code within this card, which is the divine timing. Now, also we see the code of asking for support. Do you see what he's doing? He asks for support. So when we start learning, growing, and when we really start reconnecting to who we truly are, to our spiritual gifts, we ask for support from our guides, from people around who are actually supporting us. We create the distance from people who don't support us. Unfortunately, many times this may be family members. This may be even some of our closest friends. This may also happen. But we need to think from perspective of that spiritual gift which I am here to bring to the world. Do I see that I am supported or not by my close people, even if I love them? There is a powerful phrase, love your family, but choose your peer group. Right? So this is a really, really important thing to understand. So always ask for support. This is the law of asking for support. And it is the law of that prosperity flow. Understand it. Also the law of vulnerability. Vulnerability. I am vulnerable. It is flowing from that asking for support. You're vulnerable to actually show up to the world and start raising your voice. You're vulnerable to speak about your failures, let's say in the past, and how those failures actually helped you to grow, because that up and down story, can actually help others to rise and shine. Okay, I found for myself that when I started sharing my stories of my own vulnerability, it attracted so many to me. And I just like, wow, what is happening here? But what I realized is that it is important to share how you rose from that down moment to high. How did you start that moment? How have you been there? And now how you actually managed to rise to the top. Okay? So this sounds like as an inspiration to others. And that is a very, very important thing. So vulnerability. Vulnerability is an important law of prosperity. Now, you also want to understand that you are worthy. Worthiness beyond circumstances. Here we can see these two people and this guy, right? We can just like, oh, he's a beggar. He's not worthy. No. You may be like feeling sometimes that way. I'm feeling like a beggar. You know, I'm trying to chase my clients, or I'm trying to chase people just to make something happen. No. You want to start magnetizing your clients. You want to start magnetizing people around you. Okay? So worthiness code beyond circumstances, no matter what's happening. You create like that magnetic marketing, that soul-led marketing with your soul. You are not chasing clients. You are not chasing people around you. You're not a beggar. And this is something to remind you about this, that worthiness is actually a powerful prosperity code. Okay? Now, another thing which you want to just pay attention to is that conscious faith, the law of conscious faith. You want to consciously believe that there is something beyond those circumstances which currently surround you, even if you have on some level like inconsistent income or something is not happening. That's okay, but there must be that conscious faith within you. This is a really powerful code, and just because it will make you keep on moving, no matter which ups and downs are happening along the way. You keep on moving because you have that conscious faith and understanding why you are doing what you are doing. Okay? So, and this is actually an important understanding which we derive from these cards. Now, the bonus which I wanted to give you today is that abundance comes first from within. It doesn't come from outside. So we see that from within, you always are abundant. You always are beautiful. Even if outside, it doesn't seem to be that way. Even if outside the brain is saying you are this, you are that, it labels you based on the society things. But inside, you always know that you are beautiful and amazing. This card is about that. It's lifting us up beyond the circumstances, beyond the seasonal, temporary untruths. How is that? All right, so if you loved this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I go live here and there, so not to miss it, subscribe to it. And I will really do my best to unveil all the secrets of these wonderful cards so that you could use them to really make your life prosperous.